What's going on, guys? Dawkbro back again. I hope you are fantastic today. And I'm surprised to say this, folks. Welcome back to another SCOTTGAMES teaser. I don't know whether it's to do with Five Nights at Freddy's or not, because when you save the image, it's called Project. Now, when I first saw this, folks, I instantly thought timeline, okay? I instantly thought that this looks very similar to how a timeline is. You know, different dates, etc. And if you remember in FNaF World with the desk man, and we assumed that was Scott, and he said that he's going to come back later and he's going to explain things more. If that was Scott, and if these two are linked together, and this is a timeline, I think, folks, that this is a timeline to Five Nights at Freddy's, and Scott is going to tell us the story, or solve the story. I don't know whether it's going to be a game about the timeline of the story. I don't know whether he's just going to just tell us through description, or like a book or something, or just like something we can all see on Steam or something. Or it could be like a download file, what we can read. It could be like mini games telling us about the timeline. It could be anything, folks. Other than that, guys, it might not be anything to do with Five Nights at Freddy's, and it could be completely something different, which I would have no idea, because when you save the image, like I said, it's called Project. That's it. Scott did say a while back that he'd be working on a couple of projects, okay? But he didn't say if it's about FNaF or not. The first project we've now seen, and that's FNaF World, and that's an RPG based around Five Nights at Freddy's. So, is he making another project about FNaF, where it's actually not technically a Five Nights at Freddy's game, which is why he said he's not going to make another FNaF. It could be something about the timeline to actually finally solve the lore, which we've all been waiting for Five Nights at Freddy's. Or, like I said, it could be something completely different, and I could be wrong. It might not even be a timeline. It still could be to do with Five Nights at Freddy's, but it might not even be a timeline. It could be anything. So that's what I want you guys to decide, folks. Do you think this is a timeline reference to Five Nights at Freddy's? Do you think it's anything to do with Five Nights at Freddy's, like a new project? Or do you think Scott's going to be making a completely different new game, whether it's based on horror or something else? Lots of love, guys, and I'll see you all next time.